I wanted to own a home since I was little. My best friend and I used to sit out in the grass at the house and we would always draw our houses. It's always been a dream of mine because not ever living in an owned house. You know, we always lived in my grandfather's house and then when my mother moved to another house, it was like always waiting for money to come in because she had to pay a lot more rent and she was on public assistance and food stamps because she was a single mother of 5. And I said, you know, I don't want any of that public assistance or food stamps. I need to do this on my own. Carlos was born when I was 21. I ended up being a single mother and I was waitressing and I used to work all kinds of crazy hours. And from that time forward, I said, something's got to change. I can't be a waitress my whole life, and I have to give my kid a future. When I joined the RUPCO Family Self-Sufficiency Program, I kind of thought it was just the worker blowing smoke. When I went on RUPCO, I was in school and I was waitressing part-times. So my portion of the rent was $1. Then my worker wanted me to join this program. I said, well, what is that gonna do? And she said, well, you know, it matches what you have to pay for rent. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, $1. And she goes, no, you have to look into the future. When you finish school, when you get a good job, then you'll be saving more money. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up going to the home ownership program classes. And those classes, you really learn a lot. They tell you so much that I couldn't believe. In fact, I had my realtor fooled for quite a while. He thought that I was a pro. So I bought the house. And with my family self-sufficiency money, which, you know, when I started off was like $99 a month, whoopee. By the end, when I bought my house, it was about $17,000 that I had towards my down payment and fixing the house and whatever I needed it for. I've always had this fear that something would happen to me and my children wouldn't have me and they would have nothing, that they would be in this rental property that they couldn't afford the rent on and they would have nothing and I would just leave them not knowing what to do. Kind of how I felt when I left my house. And now that I have a home, I feel like it's okay no matter what happens because my children will always know where their roots are and where they could come whenever they need something, and I'll have something that I can leave them.